Muy buenas, gente de la mañana. Pues estamos aquí en mi habitación, pero a la vez no es mi habitación, ¿sabes? Es como algo muy raro. Estoy en una ventana. No puedo... Espera. Esta es una de las plantillas que voy a tener a partir de... Bueno, pues a partir del momento que veas en este vídeo, en la plataforma Púrpura. Una plataforma que se streamea, por lo visto. Se streamea, por lo visto, en esta plataforma. O sea que... anteriormente hubo un gameplay overview de... Bueno, de la campaña de Halo, que yo no reaccioné porque yo me esperaba una conferencia hablando y mostrando pequeñas cositas, porque una cosa es callarme la puta boca con esa puta maravilla, y otra cosa es pues esperarme lo que me esperaba, que era pues un par de tíos en plan, sí, es que la campaña de Halo Infinite es una polla, mira este casco tan guapo, ¿sabes? Entonces me lo esperaba así. Entonces no pude volver a hacer el vídeo, no tendría gracia grabar el vídeo ya reaccionado. Entonces, esta vez sé que son 11 minutos de gameplay. Espero que sean 11 minutos, no me toquéis la polla otra vez. Y empezamos ya mismo. ¡Oh! Empiezan Pepi,
The biggest surprise I had coming out of my few hours of playing Halo Infinite's campaign wasn't the delightful exploration nor the incredibly fine gunplay. Instead, it came down to the characters.
Refinado,
Halo
más
Infinite sees the legendary Master Chief
Esto lo han
once
cambiado.
again tasked
Esto
with saving the
han
universe
cambiado
from yet
cosas,
another threat.
Han cambiado
And
cosas.
after
Me mola
5
cómo se
major
ve,
campaigns, the Chief seems
Está muy
tired.
cambiado.
He's a man of few words, but his movements and responses are
Es
heavier
más
than I've seen
limpia la
before.
imagen.
This is Chief without Cortana.
No hay tanta sombra.
Change is far from a bad
Se
thing,
nota
though.
los
If
cambios.
anything, Master Chief's forlorn demeanor that he sets aside to get the job done is a great indication to me that Halo Infinite's story is intended to be a more impactful adventure.
Voy a disfrutarlo como un enano, ¿eh?
It's been 6 months. Where have you been?
What happened? Where is Cortana?
Chief's stern determination is
Se ve
also
diferente.
wonderfully contrasted to his new AI
Se ve
companion's
muy,
bubbly enthusiasm
muy
and his
diferente.
pilot rescuer's anxiety and
No en el mal
weariness.
sentido, ¿eh? No me
Given
confundáis, ¿eh?
developer
Se
343
ve...
Industries' failure to give Locke the faintest hint of a personality or motive in Halo 5, and the game's generally lackluster story, this was a relief.
Joder, joder, qué bien se ve, me cago en todo.
I need a weapon.
This is all I've got.
It's enough.
Halo Infinite's
Es suficiente, ¿no?
characters aren't the only things to look forward to, though. Rewarding exploration infused with Halo's DNA and genuinely challenging combat could be a relief in today's open-world game extravaganza, where
Lo siento por parar, ¿vale? Lo siento por parar. Pero es vastísimo esto. Todo. Habrá gente que me dirá, no, es que no se ve bien gráficamente porque... comedme la polla.
the brim with chores and
El mapa es
only a few
brutal.
offer
Las
meaningful
cosas como son.
adventures beyond their main path. If things continue the way
Buah.
I played in my 4-hour hands-on time,
Es que mira,
I think Halo
pero
Infinite
esto
could
no,
fall
esto
into the
no.
latter.
Vale, tío,
That's not to say there aren't
Aquí me
significant
habéis
elements
hecho
of
algo.
Halo
No me habéis
Infinite
hecho una
I'm
puta
curious to see
maravilla.
if 343
Es que se ve
can
muy
pull off,
bien.
like Chief's storyline with Cortana. For now, what I played in my preview session has left me even more eager for Halo Infinite's December 8th launch.
Me mola cómo han metido aquí la Cortana. Me mola muchísimo.
216. Can you hear me? This is UNS.
La banda sonora es una burrada.
Time and time again, Master Chief has woken up to fight a new enemy. Halo Infinite
Whoa.
left sees that pulled back by instead focusing on familiar fodder with the Banished from Halo Wars 2. They eagerly step up as Chief's main adversaries after handily defeating the UNSC around Zeta Halo, including Master Chief. Their goal for Zeta Halo is unknown, but if it involves a Halo ring, there's nothing good that can come of it. After the UNSC's loss, Master Chief's main objective
Se ve
becomes
espectacular.
freeing the captured Allied forces
Se
on
ve muy
Zeta
bien.
Halo and thwarting whatever the Banished are planning.
I am Escharon, War Chief of the Banished. This is my world now.
Cortana was presented as a mystery rather than as a primary antagonist in what I played. What happened to her after Halo 5 and whether or not she's been truly destroyed is unknown. This crucial conflict seemingly takes a backseat to the larger fight with the Banished, though it is intertwined somehow. Without getting into spoilers, I will say the few moments that dug into Chief and Cortana's relationship were an emotional gut punch. Halo Infinite is looking to deliver a meaningful story for legacy Halo fans, and I really needed to fulfill that promise after Halo 5's story missteps.
She's not the driver, but a way to level the playing field.
What do I call her?
Diría que es el diseño del Halo 1,
She named herself.
Toma ya.
Hello, Master Chief. I'm Cortana.
This all being said, I'm not optimistic
Madre
that Halo
mía.
Infinite is going to be a great starting point for new people to the franchise, as the best moments I saw in the first few hours rely on prior knowledge of the series. I don't like the idea
Es
of
que-
people being left behind, but I selfishly prefer that this game is made for returning Halo fans rather than tuning the story to accommodate new players.
¿Pero qué le pasa? Está súper disappointed al respecto. Está como...
Zeta Halo is littered with UNSC camps called Forward Operating Bases.
Este brillo
that were
del
claimed by
sol
the
que te
Banished
está dando en la
after the
cara
UNSC lost the big fight.
es increíble.
Clearing a base and reclaiming it replaces the Banished with Marines. Even better,
Audios.
cleared bases convert to instant fast travel
Hoy
points
los
and earn
audios.
you
Hoy los
valor.
audios cómo van a
Worry
pintar
not.
esto,
Valor isn't some sort of spendable currency. It's instead a point-based tracker of how much ground the UNSC has on Zeta Halo. The more Valor you have, the better backup and gear you can call in. As far as I could tell, earning Valor and reclaiming the Broken Ring is entirely optional. So what else can you do when you're not hunting down the next clue to the Banished plan? People don't just get to give the Master Chief a fetch quest.
Qué bestia.
The only one who really gives Master Chief any sort of command
Pero mira,
is
mira
a
el
new
fondo.
AI
Mira el
codenamed
fondo
the
cómo
Weapon.
se ve desde aquí,
She's
tío.
meant to destroy Cortana and is in turn supposed to be destroyed when her operation is complete.
Me
Though
mola la
Cortana is seemingly
implementación
gone,
estilo
the
God of
weapon
War
remains and
de
is happy to assist Master
estar
Chief until she reaches her
como
eventual
en modo
demise. Much like Cortana, the weapon will call
modo
out
partida
enemy
y de repente
attacks,
pasa a
notable
cinemática,
objectives,
¿sabes?
Banished facilities that
Que lo
need
hacen más
destroyed,
limpio y más
and Marines
natural.
in need of rescuing.
Y luego ya
I was
vuelve
more
a ser
likely to
primera
come
persona.
across a random patrol of enemies than an actual objective, but I didn't feel like I had to go
Tengo la
too far to
sensación
find something
de
fun
que
to do.
no
I enjoyed
siempre
the quiet
utilizarán
moments,
esta
though.
técnica
Following
y harán
Zeta
también
Halo's
como en
space
The Last of Us
groundhogs,
2,
or just enjoying the view was a
que va a
pleasant
ser
treat
que en algún
from the
momento
action.
hagan
When I was
¡pum!
ready to get back to
Y
it,
tengas
though,
una
I could
cinemática
also hunt down
in-game
and eliminate special targets
manteniendo el
to collect
sistema
a unique version of
in-game
their signature weapon that's equipable at Bob's.
de, yo qué sé,
And of course, there are
del,
plenty of
del villano, como hemos
collectibles.
visto
A new
hace
scanner tool does
unos
make them a
minutos,
bit easier to find, if you have an
o
idea
yo qué
where
sé,
to look.
de la
The
UNSC,
scanner's range is
de
rather limited,
flashbacks,
though,
no lo
so
sé.
it's not a free
No lo
pass
sé.
to finding secrets. I'd be remiss if I didn't mention the Grunt and Marine dialogue. They're hilarious. The grunts are as silly and oddly aggressive as ever, and
Es
have
que
a
esto
surprising
no,
number
esto
of
no es normal.
lines.
Humans would never fight grunts like us. He's here!
While the Marines are far more confident and excited about joining the Chief in battle. Their commentary made exploring all the more enjoyable.
Just in the nick of time, Chief.
Just because Zeta Halo is a larger, more open sandbox doesn't mean 343 suddenly has us doing puzzles or tasks unbecoming of a genetically augmented super soldier like Master Chief. Fighting enemies and destroying their stuff is always at the center of Halo Infinite's gameplay, and whether I was taking on a roaming pack of Banished
Bueno,
or
casi se te
infiltrating
va,
a
casi
fortress
se
for
te
a
va
story
esa,
mission, the more open
esa
nature only served
puntería.
to give me more options for combat. If you've had a chance to check out either of the multiplayer test flights, Halo Infinite's excellence in weaponry should come as no surprise. The campaign introduced me to other interesting weapons we've yet to see in multiplayer, like the Disruptor, a small shock pistol that
argumento
doesn't do too much immediate damage,
que yo
but
perfectamente
kills all pain
mantengo,
over time.
que es lo que acaba de decir,
The
que no hay
equipment
mucha
we've seen in
diferencia
multiplayer,
de cómo funcionan las
unsurprisingly,
armas
takes on a more powerful
en el
form
multiplayer
in
de la
campaign.
campaña.
Each of the 5 equipment options,
Esto es una puta
grapple
burrada,
shot,
esto
shield
el tema esto
threat
de las
sensor,
mejores
drop wall,
es una puta
and
burrada,
thruster
las cosas como
can be
son.
upgraded with
O sea,
a
me parece una
collectible
idea
called Spartan Cores.
maravillosísima.
Like most of the open world elements, finding the Spartan cores and upgrading equipment is optional.
Mira,
Master Chief won't start the adventure with all equipment either. You'll find new tools to play with at
se
specific
ve muy
story
bien, tío.
beats.
Es que se ve muy
Lacking a piece
bien.
of equipment doesn't necessarily mean you're blocked off from certain areas from what I saw.
Se ve demasiado
but getting
bien.
to or taking
¡Guau!
on difficult encounters might be more manageable
mira
should
mi
you have
mamado.
more equipment.
Míralo. Mira mi amor. A giant's fit for a Spartan.
Most of the big story beats happen in large, foreboding structures that could be viewed as something akin to dungeons. These offer a more classic Halo experience. Grunts, jackals, brutes, and elites made up the bulk of the opponents I faced. Their role, weapon, and armor variety didn't feel lacking in combat. I came across one
La granada de plasma la han
so
mejorado,
geared up, they nearly
la han
qualified
mejorado.
as a mini boss fight. The hunters make a return too, and are fun to fight as always.
¿Qué pasa, Crey? ¿Cómo estamos? Que es que
This
estás ahí,
being another
ahí
win, the sled was
intentándolo.
alluded to, though I never saw them. The Prometheans weren't present either. 343's vision of recapturing the essence of combat evolved in Halo Infinite means there's not really room for them, and honestly, I had plenty of fun without them. I didn't see any drones either, so I'm hoping the new flying enemies equipped with hardlight weapons, the skimmers,
Es un
will be
sitio
a
grande,
replacement. The real combat stars, though, are the boss fights. The first one with a brute lieutenant named Tremonius absolutely kicked my ass at first on heroic difficulty. A moment without movement rewarded Tremonius
A
as
ver,
he entered the encounter
escuchando lo que dice la
and
pava,
took me out twice
a
in a
ver,
row.
disparando como
I had been
disparas
handling
y
heroic
tirando la
without
granada
any
como la
issues
estás
up until
tirando,
that point.
desde
So
luego
it's
que te
stunning
está
to see how
costando, ¿eh?
Tremonius's aggression and support from
Y
two
creo que ha
jackals
dicho que
paid
estaba
off.
jugándolo en
I quickly
heroico.
got
O
to
sea
work on a
que...
strategy and happily took on the challenge.
Cuidadín. Aunque me da la sensación de que es más fácil, ¿eh? Pero bueno, ya se verá, ya se verá.
I have thus far
También
only
te digo
explored a fraction of
que
Halo
la
Infinite.
pava jugando
Though the
pues
map
juega como
isn't
el
as
culo,
large as
¿sabes?
something
Las
you'd
cosas como
find in
son.
an Assassin's Creed. Far from it, I'd say. What it does hold seems to offer something more curated with excellent combat at its heart. The story part is what I'm most curious about now. 343 needs to stick the landing in the plot department, especially with regard to giving us a satisfying resolution to the chief and
Pero mira, mira el casco del jefe maestro.
If they can
Pero
finally
si
deliver
brilla más que
the
tú.
well-rounded classic Halo experience, then they'll have successfully and definitively made Halo their own. For more on Halo Infinite, check out our exclusive reveal of the new Streets multiplayer map, and stay tuned all November long for more IGN First coverage on Master Chief's latest adventure.
Ya está. Sin palabras, sin palabras. O sea, estoy flipando. Estoy flipando. Qué puta burrada. Nadie puede decir algo feo de esto. Es que es ir aguja a cualquier mierda que no se vea bien en ese vídeo. Las cosas como son. Se ve brutal. Nadie se puede quejar de las áreas, de las zonas, de los exteriores, de los interiores, de los bichos, de los bosses. Lo acaban de dejar muy en claro. Los bosses se ven brutales. Los personajes se ven brutales. Cómo se juega, cómo se vive, es brutal cómo se ve. Brutal. Solamente lo único que me da miedo es que me lo vuelvan a retrasar. Es lo único malo que tengo. Por favor, 343, no lo retrases, que te meto así. Que te meto una hostia. Pues no digo mucho más porque seguramente haga un vídeo al respecto hablando. Porque esto me ha metido en medio. Se me ha metido en medio de algo que estaba planificando y me acaba de putear. Me acaba de putear aquí a lo loco y no me lo esperaba. Entonces, esto es todo por hoy. Lo voy a dejar así y ya haré un vídeo hablando del tema y hablando de, bueno, de la movida, cómo va. Porque dentro de un mes tenemos el juego. Entonces, nos vemos luego.